Hello and welcome to our Y4P Free the Fascia class. So for those of you who have suffered with chronic pain for a number of years, may have noticed that your mobility may have started to reduce, your range of motion reducing, a lot of stiffness. And one of the reasons for this could very well be the fascia. So the fascia is a connective tissue that runs all the way through the body, weaving in and around all of your internal systems. So a bit like a webbing, and it runs over your tendons, ligaments, bones, your organs. It is absolutely everywhere. And what can happen with the fascia over time, if it is damaged, overused, underused, is it can get really quite dense. So imagine it being quite tight. And when it becomes like that, it starts to cause you pain and affects mobility, range of motion, and all of those types of things. So I absolutely love a fascia class. It's been coined a number of things over the last few years. We've got fascia flossing, fascia gliding. We are going to free the fascia, which is basically the same thing. So it is very much a flossing movement, if you imagine a piece of dental floss. And it's just such a super yummy practice to settle into if especially you are a pain sufferer, which, what are we here for if we're not suffering from pain, hey? So I'm going to get you to tune in, as always, just starting to connect to the sit bones, rooting down, feeling equal weight being distributed from one side to the other. I've got myself propped up on a blanket. You might want to do the same. Would always advise bringing a blanket with you to class. It can be used under the bottom. You might want to kneel on it. You might want to place your hands on top to give a little bit of cushioning to the wrists and the palms. So it's an essential for me that we have a blanket, a throw, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be anything magical, a towel, whatever you've got to hand. Tuning in, just start to notice the breath. Not working to change it, just becoming aware. And bringing awareness to the body. So we want to lengthen the spine, always lengthening the spine. Slight tuck through the tailbones. You're going to bring like a slight rocking motion backwards and then staying there. This is going to give you a lifting sensation in the pelvis. Continue onwards from there, pulling the navel in towards the spine, up towards the ribs, shine the chest and heart space, hug the shoulders in the back body. Extend through the back of the neck, tucking the chin towards the chest. And just notice how it feels to be here in this moment, these first few moments of our Free the Fascia class. Inhale, draw the chin in towards the chest. A full exhale out. Inhale, nose to ceiling. And a full exhale out. Gently stack the head on top of the spine in a central position. Flutter open the eyes if you had them closed. We're going to gently guide the right hand to the left leg. Left hand sweeps behind. Just a nice, easy side twist here. Leaving the right hand where it is. We're going to inhale, take the left hand up And just stretch it laterally over to the right, just as far as feels comfortable for you. And then release it down in front of you. We're going to bring the left arm over to the right leg. So just as far as you can reach. You'll find that every day this is a little bit different. And we're going to do some crisscrossed arm cat-cows here. So as we inhale, we're going to push the bottom backwards, allow the belly to grow long and heavy, and then bring the gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone, so rock back, pull the navel in, start to round through the shoulders, hugging the chest space in towards the body, and just round on down here. You might just bring chin to chest, that might be enough for you, or you might want to continue traveling down towards the legs, towards the floor. Yogi's choice. Inhale, expand, bottom pushes back, belly grows long and heavy, chest lifted as far as you can, keeping the hands down, gaze up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round on through, chin to chest. Inhale, expand, final time, bottom pushing back, belly long and heavy, gaze up. Exhale, tuck tailbone, scrunch that navel in, round on through, chin to chest. Gently inhale, stacking spine. Gently bring the hands out from this bind and take them up towards the ceiling. Inhale, take up space. Take the gaze up as well. Exhale, pull the elbows down through a cactus shape. Pinch the shoulder blades together, wiggle the fingers and release. Beautiful stuff. We are going to take the left leg out, leave the right leg in, coming into a head to knee pose. So we're just going to directionally bring the torso to face over the leg. With a flat back, we're going to inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, slowly fold over that leg. Just taking a few breaths here. You might notice on the exhale that you're able to soften into the pose and perhaps travel a little bit deeper. The head doesn't need to get anywhere near the knee. That's just our direction of travel. Exhale, gently sweep the hands back and stack through the spine. We're going to come into a mini wild thing variation. So you might need to just budge your bottom over to the left side of the mat. You want to make sure that the right knee is going to be supported by the mat as we're going to ground through the left foot and ground through the right knee. So I want you to imagine this left hand pulling the pelvis forward as the right hand travels back. Lift the pelvis off the ground. You might just be a couple of inches from the ground, or you might want to continue traveling, grounding through that left foot and right knee, sweeping the hand up to the ceiling, or perhaps even sweeping it behind, lifting the hips to the sky. Remember, you're only traveling as far as feels good for you. Exhale, slowly release. Beautiful stuff. Bring your legs back into a cross-legged position. And we're just going to come into our crisscross arms on the opposite side. So left hand to right knee, right hand swims behind, open, twist to the right. Breathing into both sides of the torso. And gently inhale, extend the right hand up and over, stretching over to the left side, breathing into the right side of the body. Now we're going to release it down, this time right hand coming to left leg. Again, you might find that the reach is a bit different on this side. Inhale to your cow pose, bottom sticks out, belly nice and heavy, gaze up. Exhale through your cat back, scrunching the belly in, rounding through the chest and shoulders. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Final time, exhale, rounding through to your cat pose. Inhale, stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae as you roll up. Unwind the arms. Inhale, take them up, take up space, traveling with intention. Exhale, pull down the elbows or the ables. Gently wiggling the fingers. Beautiful stuff. This time we're bringing out the right leg. So left leg stays in, right leg extends. We're coming into head to knee first. So directionally moving the torso over the right leg. Inhale, length into the spine. Use your hands on the floor for support. Exhale, fold. Start to round through. Notice how it feels on this side. The sides of our body are very different. You might be closer to the knee, you might be further away. Notice on your exhales how you perhaps might soften and gently fall a little bit deeper into the pose. Slowly roll up, stacking the spine. We come back into our mini wild thing. So again, option to just budge over to the right side of your mat so the mat can support the left side of the knee. Right hand extends forwards, left hand comes behind. Imagine the right hand attached to the pelvis with a string pulling up. Again, you don't have to come up that high if it doesn't feel good for you. If you want to explore and you're happy here, travel further. Perhaps take the right hand behind you. Push the hips up to the ceiling. Ground through that right foot and left knee. Slowly release. I absolutely love mini wild thing. We're going to shift the legs to one side. Come on through to our tabletop position. Take your time to get there. And we're going to go straight into our cat-cows. Shining the sit bones, dropping the belly, lifting up through the collarbone, gaze forward, breathing into that slight compression in the lower back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round on through, arch through the spine, cat pose. Inhaling to cow. Exhale to cat. Now, yogi's choice, you can stay here, just waving cow to cat, or you might want to come off the rail track a little bit. Perhaps bump the hips to one side, take the head in the opposite direction. Perhaps bump the hips the other way, head traveling in the opposite direction. Find what works for you here. Remember, this is your experience. This is your chance to explore what your body needs in this moment. Breathing into any area of discomfort, tension, pain, settling in a space if it feels good. Always exploring, stay curious. At Y4P, this is about how we move to tend to our pain rather than what we're doing or what it looks like. Tuning into your body as you travel. Wonderful stuff. From here, we're going to step forward with the right leg. So just bringing knees back underneath the hips. You can walk the hands back and bring the right leg forward. If you need to drag it, then drag it. Option to support this left knee. Actually, let's do that. Option to support the left knee with a blanket, because we're going to be flossing, as they say. We're going to be moving through the fascia here, giving particular attention to the hips, pelvis. So you can either floss with the hands down, push through the pelvis, and then take it back to a runner's lunge or a half split. Or if you don't want to have the hands down or you can't reach, you can bring your hands to your hips and push down from there. If you've got a wall nearby, you can always hold on to the wall for support. Or if you've got a stack of books, a small coffee table, a sofa, anything that you can hold on to that's either side, then go for that as well. Be imaginative. So we are pushing forward, thinking about cow as we push forward, lifting up through the collarbone and the gaze forward. And then as we rock back, thinking cat as we bring chin to chest and curl over this right leg. And marry this movement with your breath. So you're inhaling, flossing forward, exhaling, flossing back. And again, you're only traveling as far as feels comfortable. As you floss forward, think about allowing the pelvis to lower and to push forward here, extending through that left leg as far as feels comfortable. And the same as we come back, extending through that right leg as far as feels comfortable. You can even rock up onto the right heel. The sole of the foot doesn't have to stay down. Let's go for one more full breath wherever you are. Wonderful stuff. Slowly bring that right leg back. We're going to come on to some forearm fascia work before we come on to the other side. So just coming down onto the forearm, staying in this sort of tabletop position. So elbows, forearms, hands are parallel, creating a bit of a figure of 11. Keep some weight in the feet. And when we're here, we want to be keeping this navel pulled up. So we don't want to be dropping belly and shining sit bones like we do in cow. So keeping it pulled up to support the lower back. And we're simply going to glide front to back here. So we're going to inhale, push through the knees and feet, allow the pelvis to come forward and your eye line to come towards the fingertips. Exhale, push it back. So we're not going all the way back into a child's pose. We still want to keep the hands and elbows active to the mat, still keeping that navel tucked in. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, push back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling forwards. Exhaling back. Wonderful stuff. And now we're going to come into some elbow lifts. So I'm going to do the left elbow so you can see. You can start with the left elbow as well. We'll just remember to do the right afterwards. So coming onto the left elbow, just this left hand sort of hovering by the left ear. Ground through this right arm and through the knees and feet. And you're thinking about twisting from the midsection, the thoracic section of the body. So we're going to inhale, lift, elbow to ceiling, or as far as you can get it. And exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Gently lower the forearm, come back into your tabletop position. And we're going to step forward with the left leg. So again, just bringing it underneath. If it gets stuck, which mine does on this side, then drag it. However you make the way there, just make it work for you. Again, option to have hands on the ground or stay up on your feet and legs with the hands on the hips. So we're inhaling, pushing forward, lifting up through the collarbone. Exhale, pushing back into a runner's lunge. Take your time. It doesn't matter if you take a couple of breaths through one move. You're just going to honour this side of the body and see what works on this side rather than trying to mirror exactly what you did before. You might find that with this right hip that you can travel a bit closer to the mat, perhaps get closer to this left knee. You might find that you're further away. Again, you've always got the option of holding on to the hips, holding on to a counter, a pile of books, the dog, whatever works for you. Rounding over this leg. You can always bring the hands down here and then come back up. This is the beauty of Y4P, exploring and adapting to manage your pain levels. We'll go for one more both ways. And gently bring the left foot back. Dropping onto the forearms, we come back into this forearm glide. Navel pulled in. And we slowly inhale, push forward. Exhale, push it back. Inhale, forward. It might even feel a little bit different this time round. Now we've worked on the hips a little bit. Last one, exhale, push back. And now we're going to come onto this elbow lift. So we're doing the right side. So we're grounding through left arm, navel pulled in, supported by the knees and feet. Come onto the elbow of the right arm, right hand hovering by the right ear. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You might find this side feels different. So for me, because this is concentrated more on the left in terms of the twist, my left side's really quite restrictive. Gently lower down. We're going to come into a child's pose for a moment. So let's take it nice and wide. Feet together, knees wide, create some space for your belly. As you walk the hands out and melt the chest space down. So we're going to be here for 5 breaths. Two more. Option to gently sway through the hips here for this last couple of breaths. Slowly roll up to tabletop. Bring the knees back underneath the hips. We're going to come to lower down on our bellies. And we're going to come into some funky cobras. So normally in cobra, you'd have hands either side of the chest with the elbows squeezing in. So you can do that if you like. Or if you want to get a little bit more funky, we're going to take the hands out, just come onto the fingertips, creating a bit of a doming effect with the palm. And we're going to inhale, push up from there. So you're either here or we're out. You can be on the palm as well. So we're going to inhale, roll up. You might roll up part way, halfway, or all the way. And we're going to exhale, wave it down. Inhale, wave it up. Exhale, wave it down. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Two more. And exhale, release. Gently bring the hands to the side. Push through the hands, squeeze the elbows in, peel up onto the knees. Take your time to transition. So our final move here is frog pose. I'm just going to turn around, and actually if you're on the mat, you'll probably want to come on to the width as well, because we're going to spread the legs out. So you'll want full support for the knees, and it's likely that your legs will be wider than the mat. So to come into frog pose, you can start with the feet in, just take the knees nice and wide and bring the hips down to the heels. You might find that you stay there. If you want to give frog a go, you're going to out-turn the foot. I'll turn just to show you. So from feet in, you're going to gently flick the left foot out. You can always support it with a blanket, and you can do 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and you're gently just going to pulse down into the hip and groin space. If you're finding that this is okay, then you can out-turn the right foot. I'm going to start slipping on my mat. So I'm just going to turn around. You'll find that once you have both feet flicked out, that the knees go a little bit wider. And you're just gently going to push into that hip space. You can come onto the forearms if you prefer. So you can either be on the forearms or on the hands, doing a little bit of frog fascia pulsing here. Let's go for 3 more. You might find that you don't move very far. That's absolutely cool. Just go as far as feels comfortable. Exhale. If you've lowered, slowly lift onto the hands. Slowly curl the feet back under and gently bring the knees back through. Baby steps, take your time. We're going to come onto our bottoms and onto our backs. Just slowly draw the Free the Fascia class to a close. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It really is one that I love. And if you sign up to the app, it is a category in our slow flow options. It's a really beautiful practice. Bring the knees up to the chest. Hold the hands on the knees here and just take some knee circles. Take the circles in the opposite direction. And if you like, you can continue your circles with the palms on the ground. Just allows you to explore a little bit more deeper into this lower back region, into the hips, pelvis, glutes. Wonderful stuff. Come into our final resting pose. You might want to extend the legs all the way out. You can have the feet the same width as the mat and allow the knees to fall in. Or you might want to bring the feet together and allow the legs to splay out. Wherever you choose to go, choosing the one that feels comfortable for you. Start to feel the support of the ground underneath you. Lower back connected to the ground, shoulders hugging in. Gently rock the head one way and the other. Really slow this move down. Breathing into each side of the neck. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, you can always drop me a DM on our Instagram page, Yoga for Pain app. Once you've joined Y4P, you'll join a community of other Yoga for Pain warriors, and you'll be able to share and connect with other people who are pain sufferers just like you and me. Slowly breathing in and out. to journey towards stillness in this final resting pose. You can stay here for a little longer if time allows and you're comfortable. I'm going to say thank you for joining my Y4P Warriors. I'll see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.